People, welcome back to another JSTV back again, and it's a match reaction show tonight between Newcastle and Arsenal. Newcastle beat Arsenal by a goal to nil and to end Arsenal's unbeaten record this season. And Anthony Gordon with the only goal of the game. It was a controversial one, and I've got two guests as well. I got Paul. Hi to you, Paul.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm great. I'm beaming all the time. I'm beaming after all the crap I had a few days, but I'm not going to go into that. I got Louise back. Hi to you, Louise.
Hello, it's lovely to be here.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much for coming on as well. And you want to come because you miss us, don't you? Let's be honest.
I do.
Champion. Guys, you know the drill. If you like to watch, make sure you like and subscribe. Super Chat's is always open as well. And if you'd like to become a member, it is just 99p as well. Let's go for the comments. Hi to Gary V. And hi to you, mate. Hi to Ches. And also, this is household. So please remember to keep comments respectful. No all cap duplicates. Super Chats are available if you still need it. Join for over 99p. Enjoy the show. And also, Charles out. Adios, amigo. That's what I'm going to say to him. Adios, amigo. Because they in the bin. A very good evening to Leslie. I hope you enjoy the game. And Jez and Gary and all as well. And keep those comments coming in as well. I'm going to try and not vent too much about Arsenal tactics. Go ahead and vent. Go ahead. God love Arteta, especially in that bit here at the end of it. Exactly. It was always going to come out. Listen, if I was an Arsenal fan and he didn't lose the title, he'd be sacked. He should be sacked. Arteta brought Havertz and Jorginho for one reason. Sarge has seen it tonight. Dirty cheating scum. He was a chest as a trade. We're going to talk about Havertz later on. Simple as that. And not sad. Sorry, guys. Big up to Jan as well. So he won against City, United, and now Arsenal. Not bad at all. Which is fantastic. Hi to Les again as well. Right. It was finished as Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. And you know what it is, right? I mean, it's going to be a tough game. I mean, Arsenal's come here. They're going to do a number on this, Paul. And you know what it is, right? I mean, we defended like Trojans tonight. It was an unbelievable performance. We pressed high. We didn't give Arsenal a chance. Arsenal got frustrated. I mean, they would. To be honest, I didn't think Arsenal that great. I thought they were poor.
No, I've just seen the. I've got the TV on in the background. I've just seen the stats for the game. You know, all that they had. Excuse me. The majority of possession. We still had more shots on target than them. We had more expected goals, and we got the 1-0. You know, so they had some bits and pieces, but again, like I don't remember, you know, Pope doing anything of sorts really. I mean, he didn't. There's nothing when we're like, oh my life, like we're up against it here. You know, they had like, you know, a lot of possession. They were trying to do things, but you know, they'd be frustrated by that performance themselves because, you know, they've come with a chip on their shoulder to try and get something out of the game. It's very, very heated game, my life. Lots of challenges, lots of nearly moments, which we'll probably go through. But do you know what? The lads have done brilliantly. I mean, you know, up against a team that are undefeated until now. You know, undefeated team, very good team in Arsenal. And, done a good job, and you know, we've showed a different side of the game. We're not, you know, we weren't brilliant going forward, but who cares? We put on a very good defensive performance, and that's a professional performance against the team who, if we came out too much, we leave a lot of space at the back, and we probably draw or lose the game if we come too far onto Arsenal. So I'm very happy with that. Great game, great result, and deserved in my opinion.
Facts, absolute facts. Louise, welcome back to the show. And how's things with you?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Lots going on for me, sort of away from football, but I was really pleased to come in tonight. And what a nail biter that was! I mean, absolutely high pressure. That last 8 minutes of added time just seemed to last half an hour. So I didn't know that we were going to hang on. I knew we deserved to hang on, but I didn't know we would. And I'm just so relieved that we did. You know, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah. I thought Trust had some set piece
Oh, dear me.
for me. And they badly missed Odegaard because I think thing is, right, I mean, he hadn't been that great this season, but they badly missed him. And they also badly missed Granit Xhaka. If they had those two on the pitch, also they won that game. No doubt about it, I'm not going to lie. But for me, I thought the back four was absolutely fantastic. I thought Trippier worked hard. I thought Livramento was class when he came on as well. I thought Lascelles and Fabian Schär had great defending really well. Fabian Schär, that tackle when I don't know who pulled it back. Martinelli pulled the ball back and Schär got there as Havertz. He pulled the ball back and he dived in as well to make a block as well. Had it not been for Schär, it would have been once each. But the midfield, Jordan, outstanding. Sean Longstaff played well. Bruno G, we're going to talk about him in a bit as well, Barry, because I'll tell you something, that guy, he lost it today. He absolutely lost it today. And up front, you got Anthony Gordon, who worked hard as usual. Miggy did a few bits here and then. Sorry, Foxy, for the chat. And Callum Wilson, I mean, look, he did okay. I mean, look, he held the ball up well, but when he does get the ball, it's, hasn't been using that well. But let's get on to the comments as well. Big up to Static. He's a big Arsenal fan, by the way. Congratulations. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Arteta out. I never wanted him in the first place. 4 years of hell it has been. Static, I share your opinion. If I was an Arsenal fan, I said it before, if I was an Arsenal fan, right, I didn't win the title, I want him sacked. Because at the end of the day, he spent 620 M's, right? And he just can't win the title. 8 points clear last season, and he bottled the league. Yeah, shocking, absolutely shocking. Big love to you all. Well done to Newcastle. Static, thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
And I think Lucas could do a show later, and he's going to be furious. I was so pleased to see Murphy, and I'm suspecting England up. My advice to Eddie: do not play Jacob again until at least the new year. Make sure he's well and make sure he's okay. He might get one last chance, but it will, I think. I hope so. Les, I'm suspecting these are up. Eddie took a gamble bringing them on, but I'm afraid to say it just didn't pay off at all whatsoever. Gordon saying we have the best fans in Europe. It's meant more so because it's the foot of the Everton fans. Cheers. I love that. Big up to Alan, by the way. Hi to Alan, wifey as well. Great win, but the reference to disgrace. He was disgraced when he is.
All my life.
I mean, he missed a trick by not sending off Havertz, by the way. I'm sorry, but that was an awful tackle. Let's be real. Betty's over the moon. He's signed. Yep, we're looking after him. Amen to that. Cheers, my dog, Mrs. cousin. Could you not? And Leslie, chat to Alan. He was indeed lost the game completely. Paul, I want to talk about the referee, right? I mean, he missed a trick, not sending out Havertz. He completely lost the plot, right? And then he goes and books Sean Longstaff, and then he goes and book Anthony Gordon. I mean, questioning why he's not sent. What about the Arsenal players surrounding the referee? Not once, but twice. Why did the referee not put one of them? Go on, Alan.
Mate, I'll tell you.
Take it away. Take the mic.
Yeah. He set the tone early, the ref, though, because Raya was taking about 4 years to take the goal kicks. And this is what frustrates us as fans. That I'd be saying this as if Pope was doing it, by the way. I'm not just being Newcastle tinted glasses. In the early season, when goalkeepers were taking that long, they were getting a yellow card within 3 or 4 seconds of not kicking the ball out. It was a yellow card to say hurry up, and that's been binned for some reason. They're not doing that anymore. So Raya was taking 2 years to take the free, to take any kick, and they were just getting away with it. And then the whole thing of Rice having to do up his shoelaces. What was that all about? Why were we waiting for that to happen? Like, it's not an injury, it's not anything. And the ref's like, no, just wait for him to do his shoes, please. So what are we doing? And then when we get to the tackle, Havertz is completely out of control. He's off his feet. If that hits Sean Longstaff, his leg's broke. It's that simple. I'm sorry. His leg is broken. He's lucky that he's kind of like slid like just past him, but I'll tell you what, I've seen reds given for much less than that this season. I was surprised when I saw the card in his hand as a yellow, but I thought, maybe the ref hasn't seen it. VR will check it and then he'll get sent off. I wasn't too concerned about that. I mean, for me, the player's reaction always shows you like how much of a bad tackle it is. And then VR said, I can't really exact word, and it was something stupid like it wasn't it wasn't dangerous. No, what was it? It was out of control, but not dangerous, or some stupid word. Someone will probably say in the chat what it was, the wording. Absolutely stupid. And then, I mean, you're allowed to be annoyed about that sort of tackle. And then the ref loses the plot because he's given a yellow card when he should have been brave enough to give a red. And then he's lost the plot because Longstaff's annoyed. So he's yellowed him for being tackled and being annoyed at a potential leg breaking tackle. He's yellow carded. Who else was it? It was I can't remember who plays.
Gordon got booked. Sean Longstaff got booked as well.
Longstaff, yeah, and it's because and it's all because they're rightfully annoyed at a tackle that could have ended a career, and the refs just completely bottled it. I mean, he really has. He's just lost the game from that minute, and then after that, then Bruno loses his head. I mean, it's stupid. It really is. I mean, Bruno, we love him, but it's a dumb thing he's done there. Where he's lucky VAR haven't looked at that. Whether they've tried to, do a decision because they think, well, actually, we should have sent Havertz off, so we can't send him off because that will just, there'll be a riot at St James's Park. I don't know. But, Bruno was pretty stupid in leaving that fist in because, that's pretty dumb. But, yeah, it was just stupid. And then later on, Havertz probably should have got a second yellow anyway in the second half.
He should have got second. He should have got second booking in the second half of that tackle of Wilson. How did he not get away with that? I mean, the thing is, consistency, right? The consistency, right, in the Premier League is an absolute joke, right? I mean, VAR is there for a reason, right? Go back to Bruno. VAR, right, checked Bruno's elbow for a long, long time. That could have gone back. But like you said there, Paul, right, the reason they didn't send them off because they could have sent off Havertz. Yeah, you're right.
That's the only thing I can think of that they didn't. Yeah.
Save this bacon. But touching on Bruno, Louise, right, I mean, do you think Bruno's a lucky lad to be on that pitch, number one? Secondly, do you think he needs to calm it down, because I think he needs to now, because opponents now, opposition side's going to work him out very quickly, and they're going to wind him up, and they're going to wind him up, and they wind him up. He's going to lose it like he did today, and he's going to be sent off regularly because he's got a red card in this guy.
Yeah, we would love his passion, but I don't like to see anything that is not good sportsmanship. And there was some stuff there that isn't good sportsmanship. So there's a line, and he's just gone slightly the wrong side of it. So keep his passion, but play fair. And don't do anything that's going to jeopardise the team, because we don't want to lose him. We don't want him to be sent off. We don't want him to rack up his yellow cards. Can I just go back to the referee? Yeah. Stuart Atwell came with a reputation. Talk about consistency. He has a reputation that is consistent, that he's rubbish. And he came with that. He proved it beautifully. I'm wondering if there's any way that those yellow cards could be overturned. I don't know if it's possible, but I think he couldn't control him with his authority. He made a bad decision, and then he controlled the game by dishing out the yellow cards like they were confetti, and it was just so poor, unfair. And it not only has an impact on that game, but it has an impact on us later in the season, because you rack up the yellow cards. It was ridiculous, it was wrong, and I'd like to see it challenged.
Yeah, absolutely right, Louise, absolutely right. But will he do it? I don't think so, unfortunately. But I think that's down to Howard Webb. I think he's been useless. So he's going to come and say, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. Stop your apology. Stop your apology, right? Let's be real. Stop your apology. We don't want to hear your apologies, yeah? Get in the bin, Howard. Anyway, good point, Les. But I'll agree some comments, so I'll keep them coming in as well. See the chats are open as well. And you have to become a member. It's 99p. I have no nails left after the last 50 min. We were under siege, but the lads, that's resolute under other managers who will crumble. Big up to themselves and Shah, especially. Absolutely, David. Thank you very much indeed. That's one claim to fame, Leslie, and Jed chatting to Gary, and things that Arteta should have been sacked. Absolutely. I tell you what, Ches, Matt Southern Good is going to be absolutely furious tonight. Let's be honest. And let's go on to Leslie. Wouldn't wish him on the championship. Big up to Martin as well. No, she's not. Sorry, mate. No, she's not.
Here for the football, please.
It's a football, please. Get to the football, guys. No dating sites on my channel. You know, if you want to do it online, but not on my channel. Thank you.
Not to me.
Big up to Martin anyway. Cheers, a little crew. You need to. I got one for Geordie Kev. Big up to Geordie Kev, by the way, and hope you're good. Big Joe and the cells from me, guys, were phenomenal. Nothing too savage, just absolute blood, sweat, and tears performance. Yeah. You have to have it up there, Geordie Kev. It's up there. Yeah, up there, and you win the game. 100% from Les. Wow, what a week we've had. We have indeed destroyed United, and now we beat Arsenal. What a week. Good evening all to you, Gav. Hope you're great from Cardiff. And big on Dortmund. That's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a real tough game. I know they were losing. And Havertz had eyes that looked like he's doing range. Well, I'll tell you what, he should have got a red card, by the way. He got away with a lot of Chelsea too. He sure did. Havertz was no different at Chelsea. Leslie, totally agree. And I got on here from smashed it in the tune. Big up. Fabian Schär was booked. Two dreadful refs looked at FVU to cancel that goal. They did. First of all, we've got to that as well. I'll start with you, Louise, right? And VAR check. We know it's going to go to VAR check because I first thought that ball was going to go over the line. I'll tell you something, that was borderline. That was borderline. And the reason they didn't give it is because they couldn't get the angle to Joe Litton's foul on Gabriel, yeah? But what's that ball out the line? What's that ball out of touch?
I don't know. I couldn't see all the angles. Possibly. However, you've got to recognise Joe Willock for going after it. I mean, how many people would have chased that ball like that and brought it back in? So I think that was heroic, and it was lovely to see him do that against Arsenal. So I loved that. And then what was the next thing they looked for? The foul
push.
Yeah.
I didn't see. They haven't got the angles for that.
Yeah, but it was the legs that he sort of hooked into Joe Linton, so he was looking for it. So I definitely didn't think that was a foul, and I definitely didn't think it was offside because one of the Arsenal players was lying there across the goal line. So I think if anything, it was maybe out just as it went before it got to the corner, but I love the courage that you had to go and chase it down, the work ethic to do that, and you know, to stick it to Arsenal after they let him go. Yes, please, loved all of that. So rub of the green. I think we had some luck with the rub of the green earlier in the week, and I think we've had it again. And well, we deserve it because it often goes against us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, 100 other way round, Paul. Right, our fans have been raging, absolutely raging. The VAR checks did on 3 different angles. The ball's out of play. I tell you what, it might have been out of play. It might have been. Then the Joe Linton's push, but Gabriel's on his way down anyway. And then Gordon checked if he was offside, and he finished it off. But like I said, I mean, oh man, what's that? 8 minutes? It took 8 minutes for that.
Honestly, mate, and this is what we're saying. Like, I know when we got the result we wanted in the end, so it's, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it is frustrating when they're like, right, we're checking if the ball's out. Well, we can't because we haven't got the technology. Okay, well, we need to bring in technology if we don't have that. It looked out, but you know, well, they haven't got technology, so we don't know. Then the next thing, they're checking for 10 years for Joe Linton pushing him. It's never a foul. Move on quickly, but they just kept checking. And then the next thing, they're like, oh, but it's gone offside. And it's like, of course he's not offside. It's just ridiculous. I've just seen, like, in the background here, Sky Sports, they've played that goal about 50 times. I'm not joking. They haven't played Havertz tackle 50 times. They played the goal over and over and over and over and over. You know, going over it with scrutiny. Look, it stood. We got the goal now. You know, if Arsenal feel they've been hard done, they'll get another apology, which will mean absolutely nothing from the you know, those people, in order to say, oh, we got it, we know the ball was out, we should have given it. We still get the 3 points, so yeah. It's a weird one. So who cares? It's just, but it is frustrating because you know, if we get that goal scored against us, yeah, I'd be foaming. But because it's gone our favour, I couldn't care less. And we deserve it, as Louise said. We've had so much go against us not just this season, in previous, with Jacob Murphy getting knocked out and then the ball going in and that didn't get a goal. And then the Wolves, when Sean Longstaff gets pulled back and we don't get the penalty, with someone booting Longstaff right in the face and we didn't get a penalty. We've had so many stupid things that have gone against us. So,
mainly the commentary. Mainly commentaries as well, because
shocking over Gary Neville. He took
Gary Neville
Newcastle.
He's a secret Arsenal fan, isn't he? He was like, Arsenal.
Yes,
Arsenal. Jesus, man. He was like, Arsenal, so great, so great. Oh my God, how great are they? And it's like, well, mate, like, look at the stats. They weren't that great. Like, yeah, they had a lot of the ball, like I said, but one shot on target, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, again, apart from that, what did Pep have to do? Nothing, because the defense was so brilliant. So, they had a lot of the ball, but what did they do with it? Nothing.
Exactly. Don't take your chances. You don't win the game. That was Martinelli, by the way, on straight at half time. 29 people watching the show live. Thank you very much indeed. I've got 160 new subs in 48 hours. Big up as well. Do check out my latest vlog. The game against Man United. You will love it. Big up, bro. Take no notice of the Charles. You are a cool, straight up guy. I've got one from Shell Bell on Twitter. John, you are an adorable gent. Lovely guy. Anyone trolling you must be very, very bored and not like themselves inside. Keep being you, hun. Shell Bell. Well, Shelley, thanks so much indeed. It's been a long while. It's been a chat to her. If you met her, she is awesome. Awesome. Let's with Alan. Arteta, this is what Arteta saying, Louise. I would say any point on that. Arteta called the ref's performance as a disgrace and embarrassing, and I agree. That should have been a straight red. This is the level of officiating the world's richest league. You know what is Arteta? I don't particularly like him because I think he's arrogant, right? And he's not your fans, Arsenal. You need to get him sacked if you don't win your title, right? And this guy, right? He's going to get charged from the FA, Louise, if he comes out and say things like that. I can understand his frustration, but he can't say that. Yeah,
it was equally frustrating for us. At least equally frustrating for us, that refereeing. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? But hey ho. And like I said, I mean, congrats on the draw. These Arsenal finished under Arteta, that's the DJ Crane. And like I said, he needs to be sacked. And missed this comment as well because I told him it's a football channel. Got one from here from Gareth. Mark Goldbridge apparently saying us and Man City are getting all the VAR decisions. This is coming from a Man U fan. Funny that.
When's the last time that Goldbridge spoke any sense, man? Honestly, he just anything. He was moaning on about the Man United game earlier. He just sees everything through his own spectacles. Mark, just calm yourself down, buddy. Man United have had how many decisions go in their favour over the last 20 years? Shut up.
Way too much. It should be Mark Goldbridge. It should be Mark Bronzebridge. Do you know what I mean? He might even get a medal in the top three anyway. It should be Mark Standardbridge for all I care. But there you go. Mark, if you're listening, my guy, welcome on my show, then we'll have a chat. Can't stay as I've got to watch a movie with the missus, but well done again, Newcastle. Man for man, work with again. That's the Northumberland Rock Hopper. Love to you, my guy. Love to you. I'm surprised I didn't check to see they had their shirts tucked in and the laces tight. Oh, this is brilliant. This is
yeah. The time it took, they probably did.
I think they must have ordered like a 3-course meal by that time. You know what I mean? A cafe, you know what I mean? And maybe watching a movie, thinking, oh, we got to check this light, you know? Oh, bless. Sorry for that, guys. Don't know what's happening with hat here. So,
well, while you're struggling with that, can I talk about Wilson? If that's not messing up your programming, because I thought Wilson was playing too deep today, and I just didn't think he was as effective as he might have been. That might have been for other reasons. I'm not great tactically, but I'm interested in the views of you two and everybody else. What did we think about Wilson?
For me, I mean, he worked hard, right? The only thing he did when he laid the ball off to, I think he laid the ball off to Miggy or Gordon, one of the two, in the first half. And he had that chance as well in the first half, and he fired it over the bar. He should have scored that, by the way, but I think that was offside anyway, to be fair.
Offside, yeah.
But it was offside. But other than that, I mean, I think, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I thought William Saliba had him in his pocket today. I thought Saliba was absolutely fantastic. And I'll tell you what, he'll be playing for Manchester City in the next couple of years' time. And I hope I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, I think this guy is world class. One of the best. One of the best.
He's playing for us, not Man City. If you're playing for us, not Man City, come on.
I don't think he will.
He'd be with us. He'd be all right. But yeah, I think that's why Eddie hooked him off. You know, he wanted to put more pace in behind Arsenal because we weren't getting close enough to them at the back there. So I think that's why he wanted Gordon down the middle, which actually caused the goal. And then he obviously put Murphy in as well just to get a bit of pace. And Tino as well. Obviously it's come out of an injury to Dan Burn. Don't know how serious that was. I don't know whether it was just not taking a risk with Dan Burn because he was holding us back, but he still did all right, didn't he? So I think that might have just been precaution taking him off. But Tino, this guy? I mean, I love him. What a player. Some of the stuff he did was just unbelievable. That thing near the end of the game was just so professional, so brilliant, just so calm from him. I mean, Arsenal were trying their best to get at him. They, in that last couple of minutes, they were putting everything down that side, which surprised me because they got Trippier at left back. So again, I don't know whether there's many Arsenal fans watching this, but I was thinking, why they not try to go after Trippier when he's out of his normal position? I know he plays there for England. But I thought it was a bit of a weird tactic from Arsenal that they were trying to get at Tino all the time when he's got pace, and it was clear that they weren't going to get past him too often. But they didn't retest down Trippier's side when he was on the left. So I found that a bit strange. I don't know if that was frustrating Arsenal fans because if that was us, that would annoy me if we hadn't taken advantage of a player being out of position technically. So I find that a bit strange. But yeah, Tino is going to be. He's the future, what a player. Calm, collected.
I'd quite like to see... Sorry, go on.
No, you're right.
I was just going to say, I'd like to have seen the... Did it again. Nothing's changed. Sorry, I'll shut up. You go.
No, fair enough.
No, it's good to see the man of the match.
Yeah. I agree, man. Charles, look at the Charles, by the way. Long time now here. Hope you're great and hope Norway's treating you well. A bit lucky with Bruno and a point was probably fair, but massively when Gordon Lascelles both man off the match and he thinks probably fair as well. And let's have a look at one. Is it too early to ask the statue of Lascelles? Listen, ended enough. Not yet.
Phenomenal.
Not yet. Please, not yet. Lucky for Origin. Big up to Origin. I was on TJ1's channel last night. Do check his channel out. And this guy is absolutely brilliant, and he doesn't like Charles neither. Charles, Dejavu again and again. The Premier League goal. Yes, Goon was a fair game. And as a Coon Nightmare Clark, that's from Charles. That's Clark. Ball was out. Should have been 0-0 game. I can understand his frustration because, look, at the end of the day, right, all the Arsenal fans, I'm going to watch their podcast later and they are furious. We got the judges as well. They're going to be furious as well. And it was borderline, and that is that. I'm saying Arteta's crybaby and a bad loser. Yes, he is. And also he's arrogant. In an ideal world, I should have the opportunity to empathise with Arteta, but so many decisions have gone against us that I don't care. League table shows, including dubious decisions for and against. Exactly. I see the picks. Yeah. The ball was clearly out. And that didn't give us a creating chance to defend well. I've also defended well with Saliba. Fantastic. He really was.
The thing is, right, we're in the richest league in the world, apparently. We have goal line technology. If the ball was out, why haven't the Premier League invested in that technology? Surely they can. It just seems backwards. Like I feel for the Arsenal fans if the ball was out, but at the end of the day, the technology's not there. So at the end of the day, like we've tried to keep the ball in. We've done our best to keep the ball in. I feel it's a decision that's gone against them. But until they get the technology, and what can you do? They can't say it was definitely out with the technology they have right now. So, I feel for them in a little way, but at the same time, I don't know what we can do until they get the technology in, because it's one of those things, isn't it, where the goal line technology has been brilliant, hasn't it? Because there's so many goals that should have stood in the past where that's gone way over the line, but because the technology wasn't there, goals went against us. I mean, look at how far over the line that Lampard goal was in Germany. I mean, it's ridiculous. But again, it didn't count.
Absolutely awful.
So,
I would.
Season, we have to get the technology full.
I'd also challenge that it should have been 0-0, because if that had been disallowed, we would have gone and got another one, because it was there were chances, there were other chances, and you could see it changed when Wilson went off. I don't know if that, and Miggy as well, I don't know if that was to protect them a bit as well, that they went off then, because obviously Tuesday's coming up, but it changed the game. And if that one had been disallowed, I am absolutely confident we would have got another. But you don't know. None of us know. I'm guessing. So he can't say it would have been 0-0, and I can't say we would have got one, but we would have got one.
I think you'd probably be right, because I thought second half was slowly coming into the game, and Joe Linton outstanding yet again. The result was 1-0. Makes no difference whether they're in and out now. The Premier League don't do replays. Ask Liverpool. Exactly. And if anyone knows what Arteta said, let me know, guys, please. If that's okay, thank you.
I've got him in the background. He looks very angry.
Wow.
I can't see what he's saying, but he looks very animated.
Good. I tell you what, make sure you don't see his face. Don't get anywhere near him. True God, but there's nothing more delicious than fresh tears. That's an Ian. And Arteta is embarrassing. It's a disgrace. Oh dear. I think the FA, we got to have a word with him as well on that one. Arteta is an embarrassing, disgrace, a sore loser. I don't like him. I do not like him at all. Sorry, Lottie, if you listen, I don't like him. We have to beat United away, City at home, Arsenal at home, PSG at home. Just look at that list, this Mason Louise. What do you think of that?
It's amazing. It is incredible. It's unbelievable. Pinch me, I'm still dreaming. I was just going to talk about Arteta. Just one more thing though, because I don't think Mad Dog likes him either. I've noticed that, because they were Mad Dog's not keen, and he knows his stuff. So if Mad Dog doesn't like him, then neither do I. Yeah,
very true, very true. Arsenal fans can moan all they like. The better team won the tune, so too that Arteta sacked and Bruce in. I tell you what. Yeah. I know. I mean, Alan loves to take over a big side. You know what I mean? Arteta's always will be a bad loser. And I'll tell you what, if they've lost that game, right, he will not be speaking about that at all whatsoever. Everybody lift the carpet, sweep it underneath, and everything's not been said about it. There you go. He's lost to Arteta. That does not look good, Paul.
I mean, the thing is, mate, obviously, maybe someone put it in the comments. I couldn't see what you're saying. You look very animated. But if you said anything like anti-referee or anti the VAR decision or whatever, he will get a fine or maybe a ban. So yes, you have to be careful, because if he talks out of line, like I know it's not fair, and I know it's annoying if the ref and your opinion as a manager makes a wrong decision, but they all know, they're all professionals. They know you cannot come out and talk against them, because they'll fine you or they'll suspend you. So it'd be interesting to see like what he said specifically, because if he has like made a direct comment towards the ref or whatever, he'll be banned or he'll get a fine.
Absolutely right. I knew what the Premier League has got the managers right by the shorts and the curlies. It's as simple as that. Arteta has happened. Jules, a boost for Man U. Fair enough. Arteta, to me, looks like Captain Scarlet.
That's a great
you
shout.
Know what, Aaron?
That's a great shout.
One day, when I get Jez on one day, right, you can tell him exactly that, and he'll love you.
That's a great shout.
Great shout. And got one here from Nick. I don't think Arteta likes himself. Probably started fighting an empty house. Right, let's be real. Right, he's the best. The one thing is, he's the best looking Spaniard. Not too much to write about Arteta. You need to watch it. He's totally lost it.
Oh dear. Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
dear.
Can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see it
can't-
either.
Oh, no.
I guess it would be amazing on stream.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be watching that later on. He reminds me of the bad guy, Alan. Agent Black is it. Then I've got Tom and Ty. Big up to Leslie, by the way. 2 TVs. Ariel's got married. The wedding was crap, but the reception was great. That is brilliant.
Shall we talk about the football?
Yeah, let's talk about the footy. And big up to Phil, by the way. As usual, not a bloody word on Sky about how well we played. VAR. Plus a mini documentary on Arteta, the Bond filling. Paul, this is beginning to wind us up, right? I'm not going to lie, not you, Phil. This is beginning to wind us up. Real talk, yeah? I mean, they don't give us any praise. The other day, they never give us any praise when we beat United, right? It was all about Man U. Not a word about Newcastle, right? But there you go, right? We don't get no praise at all.
Don't care.
No, I mean, obviously, I haven't seen. Yeah. You know, I haven't seen what they're saying because it's on mute, obviously, but it's always that way, isn't it? You know, they're not going to talk about how good we were defensively or how we dug in. And, you know, Arteta can moan all he wants about the goal or whatever. But at the end of the day, if he wants to think about the performance from Arsenal's point of view, like I said before, yes, they had a lot of the ball. But again, goal or no goal, they still only had 1 shot on target with all that possession, 16 touches in our box. You know, so they had chances to shoot or, you know, to cause us trouble. But again, Pope's made 1 save on target, which I from memory was easy. There wasn't anything crazy for him to save. So, we've got a dubious goal in his opinion. But at the end of the day, they should, you know, they need to worry more about what they did in the game than what we did. Because really they should look themselves with all that possession, all those touches in the box. You know, they haven't made Pope do anything. He could have had a day off. So really, like, if they want to win the game, that's what they need to be annoyed at. You know, he can moan on about the ref all he wants, but if he wants to, you know, if he wants to be realistic, before the goal went in, he knows for a fact his player should have been sent off. I don't care what he says. He knows, you know, if that was Longstaff going in on Havertz, he would have been moaning on about for the next century that it should have been a red card for our guy. So he'll know that they got away with that one in particular. So, you know, it's boring, isn't it? You know, they should be talking about how good we were, because that's what it was. Because we were really good defensively. We deserved a goal. You know, as Louise said, if that one don't go in, I think we get one anyway. I don't care what, you know, the punts will probably say we don't, but I think we do. And then we've dug in. We've dug in against a good side. But again, like, what shots have we had on target? Again, like, Arsenal need to think about that more than our performance. Like, if they go away with anything, they need to be thinking, like, what we doing wrong? I mean, Nketiah, what's he done in the game? Nothing. Trossard, he's had 4 corners, I think, near the end. I think it was 4, or maybe 5, and all of them went to the first man. Now, if I was an Arsenal fan, my blood would be more boiling over that than us getting a goal, because I'd be like, sorry, mate, like, you know, we had a free kick in a good position, did nothing with it. They had the corners, they had all of the possession. You know, you talk about all the decisions you want, you still haven't turned up, no matter what.
Correct. Absolutely right. Totally agree. But they lacked real attacking quality tonight as well, Arsenal. They really did. I'm not going to lie. They
missed Odegaard and Jesus, didn't they?
Big time. Yeah. Then Odegaard has been that great as well. Let them ignore us. It is a benefit. Keep it all light to other clubs. That's
Torchlight.
Exactly. Yeah. So what is that again?
Torchlight. Keep the torchlight on everybody else and not on us.
Fantastic. Yeah. Exactly. Totally agree. True. Were you and Tommy there? I believe they were. Shelley had me ticket as well. I'm going to try and get on the fan cam either today or tomorrow. Absolutely Lions. Every one of our players tonight. And I'm not allowed to do a player ratings because Leslie said we'll probably give more than 10 out of 10 as well. And I've got one from Crypto Ramble as well. Hi guys, all the way from Los Angeles. I am perhaps the all-American Newcastle fan here and over the moon. Great performance. Howdy the lads. Coming to visit Newcastle in April. Hopefully I'll catch again. Crypto Ramble, thank you so much for your kind donation, mate. And I really appreciate that as well. Yeah. And if you want to come on my show one day, you're always welcome to from America. We do get American viewers on my channel too. And Pick up to Gary V. Well said, Phil. And we've got one here from Real. Do us for our decision. Go against us. We move. Just get over it. Arteta, you child. Exactly. Last season. What about what's the name? Isaac. That was never offside. I'm sorry. Never offside. A Man U escaping wins. They've done that today. And also 14 shots, one on target. They definitely lacked quality. They lacked quality, by the way, today. Yeah, we class atmosphere today. I'm glad we brought level 7 straight home to watch Big John, though, was driving. You do that, my guy. Appreciate that. So chuffed for you. Hope you enjoyed the game. Good on you, mates. Al. These cartel clubs really do lose their little minds when things goes against them. Really, Arteta failed to highlight that they should have been down to 10 men. Has enough, Louise. That is a brilliant comment there.
Absolutely, they should have been. Totally right. I was going to go on, if you don't mind, and talk about, which somebody mentioned attacking talent there, and I was wanting to talk about the Gordon and Willock link up, because they never had the chance to play because Willock got injured shortly after Gordon sort of started to settle in. And I think I watched them the other day and I thought those two are going to be awesome once they just get a bit more used to each other. And today I thought it was better. I wondered if Gordon was getting a bit stressed that he hadn't scored. He was starting to look like he just couldn't find his feet. And I was thinking, he's seen new players come in, like Lewis Hall scored a goal. I was wondering if he's starting to think, if I'm under a bit of pressure here. But then when Willock was on, I saw some link-ups. I saw that those two are going to be an awesome strike force together. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. And I think the goal will have settled Gordon's nerves. So I think he puts himself under pressure. I think he's probably got some PTSD or something from his Everton days. And I see the stress on him. And it just lifted, and hopefully it will stay lifted now, and he'll believe in himself as much as we believe in him.
Yeah, and you know what it is, Anthony Gordon? I love him to bits. I mean, I'll come to a point where he said, is he trying too hard? We love him, but is he trying too hard? Sometimes he needs to settle down a bit as well. Do you know what I mean? He's doing everything right, but he needs to calm down a bit. But I'm glad he scored today. I mean, this guy, I think he's going to get better and better and better. He's only 22, and I love this guy. And he's just going to get better and better. And he's worked hard for the team. He runs himself to the ground, everything. I love this guy.
Yeah, I've just got some quotes through from the Arteta quotes. He's in trouble. He's an idiot. Some of the things he said are actually completely embarrassing.
What did he say?
Sorry. So here we are. Here's a quote. If there was any team looking to win today, it was only Arsenal. The outcome was nowhere near the level that this league needs to have. And this way, the league is getting more competed in. It's not good enough in the Premier League. I feel embarrassed to be part of it. What an idiot.
I tell you what, though, I'm not being funny. Wow. He just said there, what's the end bit again about the Premier League? He's embarrassed to be a part of it.
He's embarrassed to be a part of it. He said it's not good enough here in the Premier League, that level.
Sack him.
He's an idiot.
Sack him.
Wow.
Sack him.
I don't think he went that off the. He's off his rocker,
I'm going to borrow a phrase from somebody that I know quite well, right? Get in the bin, Arteta. Get in the bin.
Hey.
I don't know who says that, but get in the bin.
And don't recycle yourself. Don't recycle in the bin. Everyone happy with the win. I think that goal, just as ref, was all for Arsenal. Come on, the Mags. Thank you, AG. Theo could hardly have checked him more thoroughly. It was almost forensic. What does he want? Do you know what it is, Ian? They have to get the decisions right. They can take as long as they want. Yeah, there's no pressure. It's best to take your time, get it right, and rush it and get it wrong. It's as simple as that. And I've always said that, by the way. Gordon runs off to the ground. How he lasted, I haven't got a clue. He's super fit, isn't he? Arteta, last words. This is the voice of the mysterious. Wow. Big up to Terry, big Gooner fan as well. Good evening to you. I hope you're fantastic, mate. Congratulations on the defeat. Evening to Ches. Alan in his head on the feet. I was talking with Man U fans, and even he said that Harry Maguire was like a Velcro TRO. Totally rip off. Hey, 20 million. Wow. What about the red card? They should have stood up to me from up in the gods. I saw that straight on TV, and that was a red card all day long. I'm sorry. I watched an Arsenal channel for a minute and then had to cheek to say they lost respect for us and we cheated whole game, no chance. I mean, I wonder who that channel was. That could be AFTV. Yeah, the ref and UFC for that what's his name? Ola. It might be Ola. Big up to Ola, by the way. Great guy. And yeah, I think I know who he is. If cheating, also maybe. First Tiaz. And I just
see that. Maybe not.
No, can't see it.
The ball was in.
Yay!
The ball. I've got a picture here of the ball, and it was in. Like, I mean, it was minimal, but someone's put the graphic up. If you check on Twitter, it's like, I mean, it is like ridiculous, but well, there you go. It was in.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Wow.
I'm pleased.
Brilliant. I'm pleased. That's one thing out of the way. Totally agree. It's a shocking. And just trying to, my guy Ian, also players were trying to get Bruno sent off. They are disgrace to football. And you know what it is, Louise? What do you make of that?
I think it's true. And I think he's so talented that all teams are going to try and do that. He has to be smarter. He has to get his act together and not rise to it and not take the risks that he was taking. We are good enough for him not to have to knock anybody on the head.
Yeah, very true. Very true. I did say I'll pop on Saturday evening. Well deserved. Newcastle, great goal in my eyes. I think they are got it right today, and that's on an Arsenal fan. The most gutting thing for me is that bloody grin on my face. Arteta out. Sorry, Terry. Sorry. Thank you, anyway. You gotta love Terry, haven't you? He was good in the chat yesterday, by the way. Big up. The ref gave it now all game, and they should have had a straight red. How can they complain about them being robbed? They were second best today and got exactly what they deserved. Nothing. Sums it. No, I mean, how could they moan about VAR when they literally took 8 hours to review it? It's best to take those. Oh, AFTV. Oh, that'd be interesting. I'd love to see Lee Judge's face. Dortmund got beat 3-0. I think they must have been setting the string. And Harry Kane 4-0. And Harry Kane got scored a hat-trick as well. What a season he's having. And wow.
It's ridiculous, isn't
it? This is the problem, mate. It's Carter clubs as the self-entitlement that little clubs from the north should just lay down and let them have their own way. Cartel tears. Exactly. Right, I was going to say as well, before we go on as well, we're just going to do the adverts as well. Please keep the comments coming through as well for the match reaction show. And yeah, I mean, just quick on Dortmund. Get beat 4-0. Paul, have you got a chance on Tuesday? Can we get some cat again? I'd take a point.
Mate, I tell you right now, we're winning. I'm telling you right now, we are winning that game. The momentum we've got and the play we've been doing, and that performance just now, I'm predicting it right now. And I know my predictions are always wrong. I was wrong about this one as well. I said 1-1, we got 1-0. But yeah, we'll win. We will win against Dortmund, I think, and then we will go through. I'm still confident on that. I could be wrong, but I'm happy to put my thing on the line there. And I'm seeing more and more sources confirm that the technology said that the ball did not go past the line as well. So that central goals has just confirmed that as well, that it did not go over the line. So Arteta may need to take a deep breath next time before he goes mad, because it was actually in Mr. Arteta. Yeah. So behave yourself. You'll probably get a ban now anyway.
Yeah. Mikel Macaro. I'm going to call him Mikel Macaro for now on. And I'm going to call him that as well. Aston John Macaro. Got two partners as well on my channel as well. The first sponsorship is going to be partners Toffs, the #1 destination for classic football shirts that recreate famous vintage Newcastle shirts designs. In addition to their massive range of retro replica sports shirts, Toffs brings you NUSC inspired bucket hats featuring Bruno, Joe, Tonali, and more. Their products are manufactured at their Team Valley base, made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at toffs.com. Our exclusive JS discount code gets you 15% off all orders. Simply code JSTV15, and Another partner has got is Magpie Stores. These guys are so passionate about supporting Newcastle and providing Newcastle fans with quality NUFC-inspired clothing. Their range includes hoodies and t-shirts exclusive to Gordon, Tonali, Isaac and Hall. Keep your eyes open as they continue adding to the product line. The Magpie Stores is a new store for a new dawn at Newcastle. They can be found at the magpiestore.co.uk. Quote in our exclusive code JSTV10 for 10% off each order. Please contact JSTV via email if you also like to join our partnership team. Thank you very much indeed, guys. I appreciate it as well. Yeah, so I was going to say as well, I'll just go for the comments as well. Minimal is important. It's a good decision. And Bain did a graphic as well. And Dortmund losing 4-0. Hope that knocks confidence out of them. I'll tell you what, if you get the first score, done the real pressure. Let me tell you, he did everything. If you watched that game, Louise, the first one we got beat, we've done everything right. Couldn't score.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I agree totally with Paul. Big surprise there. That I think we have got the momentum, if I could say it, to carry us forward. Absolutely. Really exciting times.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Northside LDN is doing a live show as well. He'd be furious as well. Personally, would start with Gordon up top against Dortmund. I must admit, I was biting the dog's nail tonight. Big up to Neil Howells, by the way. Hi to you, Neil. Arteta, what a bad loser. He has shown his true colours. His ego is hurt and he couldn't handle that defeat. Simply, he's a bad loser. And I hope he gets charged with it as well. Sack him. Arteta,
yeah, it's funny.
He's going to feel a bit more. He's going to feel a bit more embarrassed now, especially because people are going to be telling him, mate, because he probably thinks that ball is out 100%. Where someone's going to say to him now, chap, it was actually in. Sorry, you've just gone on a run because of nothing.
But Havertz was still supposed to have had a red. So yeah, our goal was in, and they still should have had a red. So what is he talking about? He did say beforehand it was going to be a beautiful game, and I think he was right there.
Absolutely, totally agree again, guys. I can't have anything to add. Turkish says all on Teta. And Dan Pop saying this is why Arsenal need a centre forward as well. Arteta couldn't handle the tails and Asta. He'd lose it. Oh man, that is quality. Tino was class when he came on as well in a tight situation. The lad well took their socks off and sent the Cockneys on a long journey home with nothing class. And Arteta needs to go to Specsavers. I love it. Arteta seems unstable. Not a good look for his players. That's in Leslie. Arteta's childlike crying that he didn't get his own way for a change is exactly why I can't wish him success. He does not deserve it. Totally agree. And just with Les Livermento is one of a tackler. He is indeed.
Oh, great.
And the love of the fans can be real. This guy can defend properly, Louise. He can tackle. This guy's brilliant.
What I'd love to see is the heat map of him running up and down, because I think he covered a lot of ground. He was in. I think he was in defence the whole time, but he wasn't. He was up at the other end as well. I'd love to see the heat map. I think he did a huge amount of work in a short time with a load of confidence. Love to see it.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, I'll tell you, I'll look at it as well. If I can find it, that'd be amazing. I mean, it's work rate. Going up and down the pitch is fantastic. You got to love this guy. Exactly, Staples. Love Tino. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be a world star. He's going to be a world star. I mean, if Kyle Walker's a world star, this guy can do it. And 100% from less with Ian. Willock deserves a lot of respect for the impact he's made coming on for the last 2 games. He looks decent in that position. What do you think, Paul?
Brilliant. Yeah, I think like we talked in the past about Eddie Howe's substitutions. These ones really worked. They were at a good time when we needed that bit of pace, and it caused a goal. Bringing on these guys really did help the goal happen. So, really good from Eddie as well, seeing that people needed a break. From that, and maybe rest them for Dortmund as well, probably. But again, people like Willock back because. I feel so sorry for Jacob Murphy. I'm just gutted for him. I've just read, while I was looking up all of the silly quotes for Arteta, that it looks like he might be out for 3 months with this. Gutted for the lad. He looked so happy to be coming on, and he just kind of got barged, and it just kind of popped out. You could tell straight away, to be fair to the Arsenal player as well, straight away he was calling for medical, attention, because he must have known himself that, the shoulder had gone. So I'm gutted for him, because he loves Newcastle, and sadly he's going to be out now for a big length of time this time, probably for 3 months, which is a shame, because, he does make a difference when he comes on, Jacob Murphy. He's not the best player on the planet, but he puts in a shift, so we're going to miss him.
Absolutely, bad miss as well. Wish Jacob Effie a speedy recovery again, and make sure you contact after probably February time. End of the day, we've got Miggy now on the right hand side, so that's no problem at all. And let's go on to Terry, another Arsenal fan. Big up to Terry, or to all the panel Newcastle fans. I'm going to apologise for all the Arteta sexuals BS that you will be here all over the place. A well-deserved win. I'm off back to work. Much love to Terry. Thank you, Terry. You've got to love Terry as well. Do you know what I mean? Great guy. I was also allowed to
taking defeat in a very good way, man.
Yeah, indeed. How come also allowed to have 11 men on the pitch? I think they should have the red card to Kai. Paul.
100%. Like I said, it's out of control. It's dangerous. If he contacts his legs, he's broken his leg. It's that simple. The wording of VAR still annoys me when they said it was out of control but not dangerous, or whatever version of their opinion of that was. They've bottled it, because again, yes, it's silly what Bruno did. I get that, but at the end of the day, if the red card stands, Bruno doesn't do it. It's that simple. If the red card stands, Bruno doesn't hit anyone. He doesn't get upset with the decision. I agree that Bruno should have calmed down, but at the end of the day, if the red card stands, none of that happens. Nothing else after that happens. So, these things impact the whole game if they get it wrong, and that's what it did. So it's the wrong decision. Arteta's going to moan on about whatever he's moaning on about, but if he's going to take 5 minutes to himself later and think, where did we go wrong as an Arsenal? He'll think to himself that my players are wild, and that, as you said before, they had all the possession, in our half, one shot on target. It's not, it's not good enough, really.
No. That's why they lacked attacking quality today. Simple as that. That was worse than Kevin Keegan. I love it if we beat them rank. It's not there. I haven't listened to Arteta officially, but it's not there with the very, very best as well. If you do the channel like what you watch, please hit the subscribe button as well. I forgot to put subscribe sorely, but please hit that subscribe button as well, please, guys. 160 new subscribers last 48 hours, and I'm so over them in that as well. Far worse, Neil. I couldn't believe it. Definitely. He'll be charged by the FA. I think he will. Gary, how are the lads? Arsenal 2 thirds up top, one shot on target, balling class, and he's ran himself into the ground exactly. And I don't see why they can't. Devastated for Jacob, wishing him well. Thank you, Phil. A lot of fans had him calling Patino and Horde to be brought in the team sooner, but I think Eddie timed it absolutely perfectly. Louise, I think he did.
He did. Well, when does he ever not? Absolutely trust in Eddie. We need to stop doubting it and stop having any concerns. He'll do the right thing. I was going to say, can we end without talking about Arteta? Because this is about our team. And I would love to know who, if I can't do my scores, Leslie, can we at least talk about who was our man of the match?
Yes, I think we will. And talking off that, let's have a play ratings now, because we go for taking turns. I'll not be doing the rating as well. And you know how it works, guys. We do players rate out of 10, and if you don't agree, try some more. We'll be back again on the reaction show against Dortmund on Tuesday night around about 8 o'clock. So yeah, support our start of you. Nick Paul, he didn't really have anything to do apart from that save from Martinelli. Other than that, I mean, he came out to a punch we only just got, but other than that, he's quiet today.
That's it, mate. I'm giving the fireworks a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And Pope can have a 7, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, not being harsh, but he didn't have much to do. It's a clean sheet, so good for him, but he didn't have anything to do, really. So good on him. But what's he done? Nothing.
I gave him a 6 because he made me nervous at the beginning when he had the ball at his feet. So I was a bit panicky. So we got a 6 for me for that.
Yeah, fair enough.
John?
Yeah, yes.
I'm
not giving him a rating for me. I would have probably given him a 6 as well because he didn't have much to do. I'll probably give him a 6, but that's not because he played poorly. But he had nothing to do. Simple as that. But so 6 for me as well. So let's go on to the right back. Kieran Trippier. I mean, I thought he did well today. Better than the last couple of performances, but he was better tonight. He's gonna get asked out of you, Louise.
8. I agree. He was better than he has been. Back to himself.
Fair enough. Let's go on to the other side. Dan Burn played 45 minutes before he got hooked with a bad back to be replaced by Tino. And let's go on to Dan Burn. How do you think he did today?
I mean, he didn't have a bad game, did he? It's just unfortunate with an injury, isn't it? So it's hard to give him too much of a big rating because, you know, he got hooked off for the injury. So I'm not trying to be harsh to Dan Burn, but I can't give him any higher than a 7. And that's not because he did anything wrong. It's because he got hooked off at half time. So I think a 7's probably fair. Fair
enough. I'm going to give Fabian Schär. I thought that tackle near the end was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we do ones each. But I tell you what, Fabian Schär, he was steady today.
9 for me. Better than steady.
Yep. And also he performed well today. Like, you know, when he was needed, he came up with a big play as well. But he looked steady today. He had a shot as well in the first half, but was blocked as well. Let's go on to a partner in crime, Jamal Lascelles. I mean, Paul, you're beaming. I can tell you by your face. Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah, check my tagline. Lascelles was phenomenal. 10 out of 10, man of the match for me. I know Gordon won it through Sky, but Lascelles was unbelievable. Again, this guy was out of Newcastle. He was done. He was not going to play for us ever again. You know, he's had Botman ahead of him. And I'll tell you right now, when Botman comes back, he's going to have to earn his place back. I'm not even kidding. Lascelles has been unbelievable. And today he was, again, true captain, putting the tackles in, organising the back four, like just constant, like talking, really getting into the players. And some of the tackles were phenomenal. This guy has proved so many of us wrong. And Eddie Howe, mate, you deserve so much credit for putting this guy's career back on track. Because under Bruce, if Lascelles would have signed a new contract under Bruce, I would have been so annoyed. I would have been like, why are we keeping him? You know, I don't understand. He's done with us. Whereas now, I can't wait. If he signs a contract, I'll be the happiest person ever. Because this guy has proved how much of a captain he is. Because fair play to him. Because he could have thrown his toys at the pram and he hasn't. So fair play, 10 out of 10. What a performance.
Big up to the Jamal Lascelles, 10 out of 10. A big fat 10. So that's the defence sorted. Let's go into the midfield. Louise, I'm going to give the honour. Joe Linton, ended today, tackled his clearance. We did that little skill with Rabona as well, which definitely came off. And when he did it, Joe Linton. What?
So I gave him an 8, but that might be a bit harsh. Great job.
I'll give him an 8 as well, to be fair. But for me, he's a live presence as well, and he did assist in his name as well. Let's go on to the guy, the hothead, the new hothead of the Premier League. He needs to calm down. He needs to channel it a bit. He needs to, like, you know, calm it down as well. Bruno Guimarães.
Porter, worst player on the pitch. I'm sorry, 5 out of 10. Bruno, mate, just calm yourself down, buddy. Like, I'm not even going to rate for the game. It's just, it's silly mistakes. It's silly, you know, why punch him in the back of the head? Why push him in the face when you know you're on the edge? Like, you're banned now for the Bournemouth game because you made a silly, you know, over-the-top reaction. You know, these things cost us and it's silly. Bruno, mate, you're one of my favourite players, but you don't do yourself any favours when you let yourself see red. So for me, I can't give him anything higher than a 5.
Yeah.
So I did rate him for the game. So for the game, I rated him an 8, and then I took 2 off for the bad behaviour. So he ended with a 6 for me.
Fair enough.
I think he needs to calm it down a bit as well. Let's be real. I know I love Bruno as well. I know people's going to say, don't forget Bruno's on the mask. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we speak facts. We speak facts on my channel. Facts. So, and pour yourself a beer, John. I don't drink, by the way, Phil, but thank you. Before watching the Arteta rant, comedy good, but I agree. Bruno needs to calm himself. Could have argued if he had been sent off. I kind of agree. Big up to Christy, by the way. No caps, please, but thank you anyway. I get the tell. Man of the match, Lascelles. The ref lost control of the game when he booked Longstaff and nearly getting his ankle broken. I tell you what, I just don't get as well. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Exactly. And let's go on to the next one. Sean Longstaff. I mean, he put himself about a day, and but he could have gone off with that tackle. But you know what? He got on with it as well. He angled the midfield, but he offered very little today.
He could have got a red for that tackle that he suffered from. So he's lucky that he didn't get sent off, even though he was the one tackled. I give him a 7. I agree, he wasn't that effective.
Cool.
Much as I love him.
Cool. Let's go on to the attacking fee. Paul Miggy. He made some counter runs a day. Again, I love Miggy, but he lacked quality again.
Yeah, huffed and puffed. Frustrating at times when he's given away, like he was in a really good attacking position in the first half. Gave away a really silly free kick. It's just like, Miggy, why? Why have you pushed him in the back? You know he's going to go down. It's things like that, and he's so one-footed as well. He just can't, he can't play with 2 feet, and it does get frustrating because again, people have figured it out with him. But again, he's done his usual thing. Good endeavour, good work for the team. He wasn't terrible by any chance, but again, hard to give him anything better than a 7.
Fair dues. Okay, fair enough. Let's go on to the other side. Anthony Gordon. He worked hard both ends today, scored early goal. And like I said earlier, don't try too hard. We love you. Play your own game. Do not try too hard. Louise.
I gave him a 9. I can see why he was man of the match, but I totally agree with that. I think he was damaged from Everton and it puts him under too much pressure. I totally agree with you, John, but a 9 for me. Yeah,
fair enough. And let's go on to those substitutes as well. Who came on? Jacob Murphy came on, off again. And I'll go with Curry rating, can you? Give him the standard 5, then the faster kiss. Let's go on to Livramento Louise. I mean, he came on, defended properly. He's been fantastic again, hasn't he?
I gave him an 8. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'll tell you what, this guy is going to be a world star. Joe Willock. Paul.
Again, for me, really changed the game. Get good substitutions from Eddie. Willock had again a powerful game. He would have wanted to, he's got that extra bit of grit because it's Arsenal, so he would have wanted to do well. And he did very well. So I think again, if he would have played the whole game, would have scored him a bit higher. But I think a fair 7 out of 10, I think, is fair for him.
Yeah. Fair enough. And Louise, Matt Ritchie.
Hang on, I have to just argue slightly with Paul for that one, because I think what he did to go and get that goal, get that ball from the corner and bring it back, that has to be an 8 for me.
Wow.
Gonna fight you on that one.
Go on, what are you giving him?
I give him an 8 for that. For that alone, he got an 8 from me.
Okay. That's fair enough. Let's go on to the comments as well before we go on to Eddie. This is Eddie Lascelles, not the Bruce Paul Lascelles. Completely different player. Absolute titan tonight. And Lascelles was our Thunderbird. And I think Bruno is a great player. Just annoys me sometimes when he keeps getting silly yellow cards. He's a red card ready to happen. I've said that before. Still a great player, though. He is indeed. Lascelles is the milk in the cereal, the cream on the fudge cake. I love that. I was just like cutting edge with all they like to cut edge out Odegaard did. Just pass left and right, rinse and repeat. But Odegaard had a good season anyway. But he can make the team as well. The teams are all Warriors. Better be out for Bournemouth than any other. I can kind of agree. I don't think
that's true. Yeah.
And we've got one here from Bruno's fifth yellow was coming. So 1 game ban and ended the ball. Worry could now miss more if the powers that could be look into the forearm. Stupid. The last thing we need at the minute is stupid bans. It depends if he adds that to the report. If the referee missed it, then he can get away with it. But if he saw it and adds that to his report, he is done. Football's passion. These guys, it's their life. I can understand why tempers were heightened after the Havertz tackle, but discipline was a bit sloppy with Bruno. Overall, his football was good. Right. You know the rules, guys, yeah? You're going to go on to Eddie Howe. I'll do a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and you just give us a number. 3, 2, 1.
10.
9 out of 10.
Go on. What are you giving a 9? And Paul?
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 just because if I'm being ultra harsh, and you know me, I'm being ultra harsh here. Jacob Murphy didn't even need to be risked. That's my only little thing. Other than that, brilliant. But I just feel that was a bit needless. Other than that, perfect.
And Louise, what would you give him a 10?
Yeah, I always give him a 10. He's just going to get just that. Leslie's right on that. You don't need to ask me. It's a 10 every time. But I do think that's a fair point that Paul makes.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I've got one here. Would you guys drop Burn for Livermore? He might even be playing, mate, for the Dortmund game. But I tell you something, this guy deserves his chance as well. I think he'd do really well. And Eddie, 7 out of 10 from Foxy. Murphy change was poor. Nearly cost us with Richie coming on as well. And we'll drop Trips and Burn for Tino and Hall in Dortmund. I tell you what, if Eddie did that, he'd be brave. And if it comes off, I say credit Eddie.
Yeah. Depends. If Burns if he needs a week off or something, then maybe the momentum might start and maybe do put Trips in at left again. But if Burns fit, it'll be the same back four. It just will be.
Yeah, fair enough. Go for experience as well. And we're going to come to the end of the show as well. And Burn might not make Dortmund game away look very painful. And that doesn't look great. I mean, when Leslie come out and say things like that, she's normally right. Hall's a great player, and he will be. Hopefully, it's just a boost in us as well. So I'm gone for the player ratings as well. We've got Dortmund on Tuesday. You both feel you're going to win that game?
Yep. I think quite comfortably.
Going to do the match preview on Monday for that game. I think the match preview on Monday, and that'll be for the Dortmund game. So keep your eyes peeled for the times of that as well. Right, I'm going to wrap up the show and been on for an hour and 50 minutes. I know Saturday night, I know you have to have your Chinese or the Indians or whatever you have as well. And the pop and a few drinks here and then as well. So just got comments as well. Also Gary, and it took Arteta 4 years to get Arsenal to Champions League, but for Eddie is only taking a year. World class war, Eddie. I kind of agree. World class Eddie. Thank you, Gareth. Thank you, Gary, as well. And big up to Ben Yam as well. The team is united and passionate. That is why we are called Newcastle United. He is so right. He's been on my show before. Great guy as well. And cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. Sound like Ray Parler then, didn't I? Have you got any players missing games due to yellow cards? Yes, Bruno's out next Saturday against Bournemouth for this 5th booking of the season. Excellent chatting, and even managed to catch some of this time. Thank you, Phil. Legend, mate. And that's going to be the end of the show. And I've got to say, Louise, it's great to see you back again. And can you tell us where you can find you on your socials so people can follow you?
Oh, Louise 3 Thompson, but really no need. I was just here to say, love what you're doing. Keep doing it, John. Keep doing what you're doing. It was lovely to spend some time with Paul as well.
Thank you very much as well. And thank you to Les as well. thanks to the mods as well. Great banter. Or you take care as well, Mr. Little. And everyone's saying thumbs up as well. And Paul, where can we find you on your socials, mate?
Well, all these lovely people are being so kind and so generous. So it's that Blank Canvas PC. All these nice people of the community have all started to add me, and always very pleasant and polite. So it's all good. No negatives so far. So thank you so much for making it all very welcome and very lovely. You're a good community. And that's what we want. That's what we want here. We want all positive stuff. We want everyone to feel welcome here. So that's what we're trying to vibe here. And as we said before, just briefly, want to get his members up. You know, we've had a lot of subscriptions thanks to the brilliant vlog that John did. So get your membership in when we get to 45. The plan is when we do the draw, when we get to 45, I'll get you a top from Magpie Store. You tell me the size and what you want, and we'll get it sent to you as part of a thank you for getting up there. And then when we hit that one, we'll do another goal.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Paul, as well. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Become a member. It's 99p, and that's all it is. And I mention a big thank you again to Crypto Ramble for your super chat. $10. I appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. That's the first super chat I had for about 2 months as well. So thank you very much indeed, Crypto from LA as well. And guys who like to feel like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll hopefully be back again tomorrow, if not Monday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I may do the fan cams tomorrow as well with a couple of fans about tonight's game. And before I go have with you guys backstage, and thanks so much for watching. And until then, 1-0 to Newcastle, and so we the lads.